everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to take a deep look into the current energies at play. I love doing these kind of readings because anything can come up. I just like to tap into the flow of what I feel around me and just read the cards as they may. So there's going to be all kinds of advice. There could be warnings. There could be, happy news. There could be anything in this. So let's see what the cards have to say today, shall we? Please do remember that this is a general reading and not a personal one. If you're looking to get a personal reading, you can go ahead and contact me over on my Patreon. The link to that is in the drop-down box below. I also have all kinds of bonus content over there for your interest that I don't put up on YouTube. It's only on Patreon, so you might want to check that out. Anyway, so, if something is not resonating for you, that's perfectly fine. Just take what does, leave the rest. If you feel drawn to listen to more than one group, go ahead and do that. There are no rules here. You have to trust your intuition. So we have group 1, group 2, and group 3. Go ahead and select the group that is calling to you the most, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. So for those of you who selected group 1, let's take a look and see what is in the cards. So you got citrine spirit quartz with intentional self-awareness and discernment. Let's see how this plays into the rest of the cards. We have the 9 of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Emperor. Wow. And we have the Empress. Oh, woo. We also have seek the lesson and be vigilant. All right. I see that there could be a little bit of anxiety in the air, some stress. Maybe you're having some heavy duty, hardcore premonition type dreams. Maybe even some of you could be having nightmares. Some of you could be having sleepless nights. And it all stems from, I don't know, I just feel like that there's a little bit kind of like, and now this could be on the astral realm, like through your dream state, or straight up, there could be some kind of like upheave or uncomfortableness going on, between. Definitely, there's 3 people involved here. We have these are all mature people too. We have the King of Pentacles. This is definitely somebody who is very Taurian-like. They are, mature, especially, and they're set financially when it comes to money and things. And we have the Emperor, which the Emperor and the Empress rule all of the, kings and queens in the tarot deck. And then we have the Emperor and the Empress. We have Aries energy and we have Venus energy. We have that Taurian kind of energy. So there could be like some stuff that you're witnessing. This could be having to do with your place of work because we have the King of Pentacles. But there could be some struggles going on between, some authority figures in your life that have like drawn you in. But you need to stand your ground, be vigilant, seek the lessons in everything that you're picking up and you're learning on at this particular time. Be very self-aware of your behavior at this time and use discernment when you are working with your words or you're speaking. I really feel like for some people, this has to do with some kind of presentation or work, group work or something where there's a lot of stress. Maybe it's like a test time or something like this, or you're applying for some kind of graduate program or something like this. I see there's 3 people involved. I do feel like this Empress energy is definitely heavy on many of you. But this also, straight up, you guys could be having some that's for one group of people, okay? I'm also picking up this, I don't know, why do I feel like there's a lot of people who pick this for some reason? Where this could be straight up like a love triangle situation, or this could be like a recurring dream even that you're having that has this kind of situation in it. Or perhaps some of you are having to make a decision and a choice between 2 different people that you're interested in. One of them is very Aries and very, independent, very sure of themselves, very mature. They're both mature individuals, but, when I say mature, I mean age-wise. They're not spring chickens, you know what I mean? They're not super young. This is a mature, serious people. And maybe, like I said, some of you are having dreams where you're like waking up in a sweat about this situation. And if you are having this recurring dream that's, happening like this, that's because there's some validity to it. Whenever we have recurring dreams, we need to pay very close attention to how they make us feel. We need to be journaling it out, writing what we see. There's a lot of symbology with dream language, and you have to learn your own. And the best way to learn your own dream language is to dream journal and do it on a regular basis. I've been doing it for over 25 years. And let me tell you, I know my language, and I have come to realize that how I feel in a dream is more important than actually what I'm seeing. Because sometimes you get weird shit that happens in a dream and you're like, what is this? But you're feeling the complete opposite of what is happening. You have to pay attention to, how this makes you feel. And I get the sense that maybe several of you are having this. Now, with the citrine spirit quartz, this is the crystal that's being called out for you guys. You might want to work with this. And, when I was talking about the job and the career stuff, this definitely applies to this, especially with creativity and also sex, because we're dealing with orange. This is the sacral chakra. This is, our womb, our creativity center. This is our sexuality, our sensuality. This is where we spur like amazing ideas and things like this. So it says, a centered and empowered stone, citrine spirit quartz asks that you take command over your life. By having clear intentions, you can begin to lead from a grounded and assertive place, giving you the results that complement your needs. Citrine spirit quartz enhances your sense of self-awareness, dissolving apprehension and self-doubt to clear the way for more confidence in your daily life. No matter what material things you may or may not possess, it is highly focused, an excellent stone for planning and goals, and it's for all signs and the sun and the moon. And this is so interesting because it's talking about independence, being assertive, standing your ground, using discernment, having clear intentions. Maybe you guys are confused. You need to set some clear intentions. You need to set some clear boundaries. The Emperor and the Empress definitely know this shit. The Empress is very nurturing. She's often depicted as pregnant. She's pregnant with ideas. She's pregnant with new possibilities, creativity, babies. For some of you, you definitely need to get clear about and be vigilant in going for your goals and what it is that you're striving for, especially career-wise. You guys need to get clear on this. The best way to get clear on this is literally to start writing out your needs, not just your wants, like those fantasies. And then even when it comes to love relationships, for those of you that has to do with love relationships, maybe you're confused about there's two people that you're very interested in and you just don't know where to go and who to pick and blah, blah, blah. You need to get clear on this, and realize a lot of people, they think they want these relationships and stuff, and because they are like, society projects a certain image that if you don't have this or if you don't, do this, then you're not, up to snuff or whatever. When in reality, not everybody is cut out and not cut from the same cloth. We all have different lessons that we must learn. Okay, so not everybody's going to have the 2.5 children, freaking little white picket fence minivan bullshit. Not everybody is cut out for that life. We need diversity in this respect because the world thrives on it. Like having differences. And imagine how straight up boring life would be if everyone was the same. It would suck so hard. We need some spice. We need some differences. We need people who are go-getters, who don't want to be, saddled down with children or married, that they want to go freaking, create new worlds for humanity or whatever. We need different things like this going on. So what is it exactly that you want? Maybe some of you are a little confused on that because maybe your parents or friend groups or society in general has put into your head that you're cut out for, you need to do this and you need to do that and you have to give birth and you have to do. You know what? Not everybody's cut out for that. Not everybody is meant for that. Sometimes our greatness lies in blazing new trails or whatever. You know, you need to get clear on exactly what you want. I feel like some of you are definitely very confused on this because maybe you're just too young still. And you just don't know. You haven't had enough life experience under your belt, and that's perfectly fine. And there is where you need to seek the lessons. You need to be vigilant in going after your goals, because I can tell you right now, whatever that goal you have is right now, and if you get very clear and write pros and cons out and get like, you have to really want it in your soul. Like, you know, some people say, oh, I want to be a millionaire or I want to be a billionaire or whatever, but it's like they don't want to do the work, you know, when it really comes down to it. They just like the idea of it. But then when it comes down to the nitty gritty of what it would take to actually get there, they don't want to get their hands dirty. They don't want to do that shit. And so therefore, there's the unclear. You know, it's not clear. When you are sending mixed messages and mixed signals out into, you know, the energetic realm, it doesn't know what the fuck to send you back. So the clearer you are on what your intentions are, your goals, what is it you're seeking in life, the better the energy flows. And therefore, you can attract what it is that you want. You got to be clear. You got to freaking be vigilant. You got to keep disciplined. You got to keep going for what it is that you want, and you will get it. It might take some time though, and you have to realize that. You just don't get it when you snap your fingers and oh, I want it now. That's not reality, okay? And anybody who thinks it is deluded, okay? It takes work, all right? So we need to get clear on this. Now, I want to mention also wolves and dragons could be like, you know, totem or spirit animals for this group in particular. By the way, this is the year of the dragon. So maybe some of you were born in year of the dragon. Some of you were born in year of dog, maybe. You know, this, if that is the case and you're watching this message goes extra strong for you. But this is definitely a time, especially as we're getting closer to the summer solstice, for attraction and to get clear on what it is you're trying to attract. You need to get centered. You need to get more grounded. You need to get your poop together when it comes to this. Okay, so let's take a look at these messages for these cards right here. So first up we have be vigilant, I think is yes, the first card. I haven't used these in so long. I love these cards. Be watchful and cautious of both others' actions and your own. This totally reiterates this message here. Okay? Stand ready to protect yourself from those who may covet what you have or seek to harm those you care for, but also be vigilant and watchful of your own actions, lest you be the one doing harm. Weigh your actions. Be sure you act wisely. Be sure you have done all that needs to be done before moving forward. Leave nothing to chance, lest all you have nurtured and cherished be undone by your own lack of vigilance. Great advice. Now, we need to, as we're going along this journey in this path, seek the lesson around us. We need to keep our eyes open. Every situation and every person, every failure, every win, there is a lesson within this, and we must pay attention to the messages that come with it and open our eyes. And the better you are at learning your lessons and not repeating them, the further you are going to get in life. I see too many people repeatedly not seeking the lesson in the shit that's happening, especially when it comes to relationships and stuff, and they're just not getting it. The commonality, if you keep having problems with relationships, and all of them, is you, okay? It's not other people, it's you. You're the commonality there, okay? So what is the lesson that the universe is trying to send you here? Are you learning it, or are you just sweeping it under the rug? You know, this is what we need to pay attention to. Wisdom is born from seeking the lesson in all experiences, both the good and the bad. It is born from the awareness that everything is connected and that all happens for a reason. Even when the reason remains a mystery, embrace a new idea, new awareness, or the new knowledge that comes from listening to your internal voice and to the human and non-human teachers and messengers who will come in and out of your life. Let them inspire you to explore unknown pathways. And I almost feel like you guys, you definitely have 3 spirit guides around you. And that is a sacred, holy trinity of a number, okay? And they're around you and they are trying to freaking guide you. Are you paying attention? Are you listening to the lessons that they're trying to seek out and teach you? You really, I feel like through your, you know, the dream state, and and through meditation, you can definitely connect to them. I have the sense that this group can be extraordinarily powerful, and especially when it comes to the future in your career. You could really be very successful as long as you seek the lesson and you're vigilant and you use discernment and you're careful of your actions, because you are being watched hardcore. And you are setting yourself up for failure or for greatness. The choice is yours. You have to be aware. You have to open those eyes. Citrine Spirit Quartz is your friend. Keep it on your desk and keep it on you. Maybe get a piece of jewelry made out of it, whatever. I think citrine in general, not just citrine spirit quartz, but just citrine in general could be very beneficial for this group. Okay. So very interesting messages. There's so much coming through. Make sure that you are practicing meditation and, get out and get some exercise and some fresh air, especially if you're having a lot of, fuddled thinking and, you're unclear on things. When we move our body and we get out in nature and we are more active, it does clear the head. Change your scenery. Get out there. Get some fresh air. It'll help. Okay. So that's it. That's all I have for this reading. If you'd like to check out more readings from me, please head over to my Patreon. The link is in the drop down box below. Thank you so much for being with me today. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss anything from me. Check out my reels during the week as well. Thank you. And I will catch you next time. For my group 2 people, I'm telling you, the messages coming through today are beautiful. So I hope that you get something out of this. They're very encouraging, and I don't know, I'm just like, the energy I'm feeling right now is very, very positive. So let's see what comes up for this group. And it's funny that you guys picked the blue stone when I am so in the mood for blue right now. I'm totally feeling, obviously I got the nails going on. I got the freaking labradorite and the sapphire and all that. So let's see what we have here. We have sodalite with logic, instincts, and rationality. Okay. So this is definitely like using sodalite. It's kind of like, it falls in line with lapis lazuli. It's kind of like that. It's a vibe like that. Lapis is a very good stone. Lapis is another one I'm going to recommend for you. I do feel like anything blue in the blue realm. This is like a chrysocolla, azurite mix blend right here. This is I don't know if you guys can see that flash. It's insane. Like, it's so beautiful. This is a labradorite. I do feel anything blues, like this could be very beneficial for you guys at this time. Sodalite especially. It's a very beautiful kind of energy and a very soothing stone. Here's another one of those blends right here. I love stuff like this. Ooh, just feels good. That one was like, this one right here is malachite and azurite and stuff like that in there. So, all right, guys, but sodalite is your friend here. All right. Now let's see how the logic, instincts, and rationality apply here to our cards. We have the 7 of Cups, which is Neptunian energy, which, think about Neptune, blue. Everyone associates blue with Neptune. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Oh my God, we have the Lovers. And what's so crazy about this card is this sodalite is especially good if you have Sagittarius placements that are pretty strong. What's crazy? What's so weird? I was very drawn to blue today, and I did put it on, and I have my MC and Neptune in Sagittarius. So that's kind of weird. And then we have Venus energy. And we have the Lovers showing up. And this is of Gemini. This is Gemini's card. Wow, I feel like this fucking spread is for me too. Shit. The Lovers is Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury. But Lovers, hearts, I think of Venus energy of love. And Venus is called out here. So if you have Venus in Sagittarius, this reading is so for you. But if you have, really prominent Venus energy, which Venus is my dominant planet in my whole natal chart, has the most aspects to it. And Sagittarius, and my Neptune and my MC, this definitely is part of a T-square, which also connects to Gemini. So I definitely feel like this spread is for me too, guys. And we have the 7 of Swords. God damn it. Why does this card? Ooh, God, this energy. All right. And then we have Wash Away Your Burdens. Damn. So what I'm feeling here is if you guys are feeling very overwhelmed and you have a lot on your plate and you have a lot of options, and it's like, I feel like for this group, many of you are at the precipice, you're at a crossroads where you have some decisions and some choices to make. And from here on out, everything you do is going to affect the future greatly. Okay. And there's a lot of options and a lot of ways you can go about getting to the same end route. But along the way, it's going to be a completely different trip. You know what I mean? You need to make sure to use your instincts. And I feel like when it comes to Neptune energy, logic goes right the fuck out the window, doesn't it? It's very cloudy and muddled and very, ethereal and very way above, and beyond in the heavens kind of energy. It's beyond the veil. Now, if you're a Pisces person and you're watching this, you could be really fucking comfortable with the Neptune energy. I am, because I've been dealing with it my whole life. It is a very prominent, very potent. It's a part of it, like I said, part of a T-square that connects to my sun, my Mercury. Oh my God. And my Saturn in Gemini. It's like, it's a fucking heavy duty fucking load to bear. Okay. But by utilizing that energy correctly, it's massive power. Okay. That many people will have more than one T-square in aspecting in their chart. I know for the first celebrity that comes to my mind who has something like this is, what's his name? Shit. I'm brain farting now. Holy crap. Oh, he's so pretty. God damn it. I can't think of his name right now. Oh, anyway, when I remember it, I will say it. But anyhow, he played not Morpheus. No, is it? Is that the one where he's the vampire dude? Anyhow, I'm going to get it in a second. Oh my God. Sorry. It's morning. I have barely had coffee, so bear with me. Anyway, so we have this beautiful kind of like, you have so much going for you. You have so many things that you can do. You've been blessed with some pretty strong talents, I feel here. But if you get too confused, this is saying there are people out there who you can reach out to for assistance, for help, for guidance. I do feel that there is a mentor coming in, okay, into your life. They could have, I feel like that you guys have something in common. Okay. So the Seven of Swords is always the thief in the night, someone who's, shady, there's somebody coming to get and steal from you or, blah, blah, blah. Right. Seven of Swords also talks about someone who's very strong and independent. Okay. And also, somebody who you share something greatly in common with, like a hobby, your career. You guys share something so dramatically the same that it's like you just bond over that. It's like there's something like this. There's a lot of question marks when it comes to the Seven of Swords. Like, is this somebody ganking something away, stealing, taking away something? Or is it somebody who is like, I was seeing this interpretation that was like, oh, is this the general who's sneaking around teaching the soldiers a lesson in the dark of night, taking away their weapons to make them realize that they can't be fools and leave them out for anybody to take? I get the sense that in this case, you guys need to be very cautious when it comes to, if you're working on anything right now or working on a project, you need to be very cautious and careful about who you are sharing said information with and making sure that you are legally protecting whatever you're working on at this particular time. The more you understand and the more you know. Also, if you're not even working on a project and you're trying to maybe cut a deal or a merger or even like, say you're trying to write a paper, okay, for a college course or certification or something. And everybody's supposed to, write on a specific topic and stuff like this. You need to just keep your shit to yourself and don't share it with others, because somebody could like literally commit plagiarism here and like gank your idea or something like this. So keep it on the down low. And learn about protecting your work, because I'm going to stress, especially if you're an artist. Okay. I'm just going to say this. There's too many artists out there in the art community who are absolutely clueless when it comes to plagiarism, protection, getting duped into, cheated out of money, create, like, people approach them like saying they want a commission, they want to do this thing, but all they're looking to do is rip you off from your art. You guys need to be careful, okay? Learn, use some discernment, use logic, be rational, okay? Ask questions, because there are people out there that you can consult who can give you some advice. And especially those who are in the same field or understand what you're going through, maybe even a teacher or a professor. Now, also, if you are in a creative field and you're asking for advice, it is not the whole of the law, okay? It is advice. It is up to you to use discernment and make a choice as to whether or not this applies to you, okay? What we learned when I was in art school is, learn all the rules first, then break them, okay? That's what you have to do. And, that applies in all life. Like, that applies to business as well. Like, learn all the rules, have a mentor, learn all the different things, and then think outside the box and recreate and make something better, improve it or whatever, okay? But I feel like if you guys are feeling overwhelmed too heavily right now, to wash away those burdens and to make things go easy on you, you need to not be so proud or be so egotistical. Somebody here is, and they need to take it down a notch and realize that, hey, you don't know everything, honey. You need to ask for help, okay? I have learned over the years to definitely say no, know when to say yes, and know when I fucking have reached my limits and I need help here. I'm not afraid to ask for help. For the longest time, I can tell you right now, when it comes to me, I have been terrified to ask for help. And you want to know why? Because I was afraid that if I asked for help, I'm just going to get rejected. Because for a long time at the beginning of my life, that is how it was. It's like whenever I needed somebody the most, they'd all fucking turn their back on me and shit all over me. But yet they expected me to be there for them all the time, right? Typical. Anybody out there who's been in that kind of situation, you know what I'm fucking feeling here. And I'm sorry you're dealing with that, but it's up to you to stand your ground and realize that you need to go elsewhere then, because those people are not having your back. They're not your true ride or die people. There's somebody else around you that you can reach out to who's way better. And maybe you're afraid to even approach them because maybe they seem so, oh my God, like authoritative or something. But those are the people that you want to go to the most, because straight up, they know the most. You know what I mean? But I feel like, especially if you guys are doing something, like I said, in something creative or something. Now, and also for those of you, you could have a love relationship right around the corner too. I feel like this has to do with your career, but through this journey, you could definitely be meeting somebody. And this is a soulmate kind of person that you're going to have a lot in common with. And it's going to, like I said, everything that you're doing right now is leading you up to a new path. So let's take a look at the message here. It says, rational thinking is heightened with the logic stone, known to clear mental confusion and enhance analytical and creative problem solving. For those on the sensitive side of the spectrum, sodalite helps ease anxiety around emotions and calms inclinations toward flighty feelings. This stone provides insight into truths that make sense not just logically, but also intuitively. It calls you back to your animal instincts, guiding you to trust your bodily sensations and the messages your physical self is constantly sending to your brain. And like I said, this is Sagittarius and Venus energy. Like, this is like a spa in a stone. Kind of like, I love sodalite and I love howlite. Howlite is like this for me too. Hey, look, here's some howlite right here. This is aura howlite. It's been coated with like a rainbow thing, but I absolutely love howlite, or white turquoise is another term for it. But sodalite is kind of like that too. It's got all that vein in it with the white, sodalite's beautiful. It's a very calming, soothing energy, just like the howlite energy. And by the way, howlite is actually a Gemini stone. So, and we have Gemini energy here. So again, I do feel like that there is some choices to be made here. If you're confused, please don't be afraid to reach out. I feel like maybe even for some of you, the mentor person that you end up meeting, or say like you go to somebody and I need some help with this or blah, blah, blah. And they're like, hey, I'm going to send you to a friend of mine, blah, blah, blah. You know, they could totally give you more insights than this, than I can. And then you end up meeting this person and it could even actually be a love match. You know, like I said, every person you meet and every situation you come in contact with literally leads you down the path of your destiny. And there are many lessons to be learned and many relationships to connect with that lead you ultimately to your goal, okay? But you got to pay attention. You got to use your instincts. You have to trust your intuition here. So let's take away, look at this. It's crazy because we have Neptune energy, you know, and we have all this water and the lily pads. I mean, I also want to mention, if you just in general, if you're a mutable energy sign, so if you're a Sag, if you're a Virgo, if you're a Pisces, or you're a Gemini, this reading is definitely for you. It's the mutable signs. I'm really feeling hardcore here, okay? So wash away your burden. Let's take a look at this. Where is it? Here we go. Wash away your burdens. As you have moved through life, you have undoubtedly experienced moments that have inspired feelings of regret, remorse, shame, and guilt. You have made promises you have not been able to keep. You have judged and blamed yourself and others. You have burdened yourself with feelings born of acts that cannot be undone, which still bind you to the past. It is time to forgive. It is time to lie down in the healing waters and let them wash away your burdens so you can move forward with spirit cleansed. And like I said, if you've got a T-square, like I do, especially the one that I've got, okay? If you guys have something similar, it is all about forgiveness and washing away the past. The way to success is getting over your past. When you have anything like a T-square that's connecting, especially like your MC to your IC, which is what's going on with mine, and my Saturn sits on my IC, and then it connects to the second house with the Sun and Mercury right there. That is the pinnacle of my T-squares, the Sun and Mercury. That's some heavy duty shit. Okay, but in order for me to really activate that and utilize it, whenever transits hit these planets and stuff like this, it's going to spur some shit. But it's like, you have to get over the past. You can't point fingers. You can't blame other people for your shit. You have to own your own life and take control and take charge, you know, literally. It helps ease anxiety around emotions and calms inclinations towards flighty feelings. This is about truth. This is about getting control and gaining some independence too, okay? But there is somebody who's around that can come in, and that is definitely going to be a heavy duty communicator who is going to light you up. They can give you some great advice. You have a lot of options. You are at that crossroads. You can take your life in a very positive direction if you want to. It's totally entirely up to you in this situation. This is make or break it time. So do pay attention. I want to mention that, lotus blossoms and little green frogs, like tree frogs and stuff like this, could be a synchronistic symbology for you. It could be like a little froggy, could be your totem animal. Also seeing ships, because there's a whole lot of water depicted. Now, not every single one of these cards has water. A lot of them do depicted in it, but I do see there's a lot of water here. Also, do you guys, if you need to get clear, take walks along a beach or near a body of water. It could help clear your head and get you some clarity and gain some rationality. And I feel like watch the temper. Don't be irrational with anything. Make sure to stay focused, stay grounded at this time. Use that sodalite, you guys. So interesting messages, very cool stuff. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss a video from me. If you'd like to check out more readings from me or get a personal one, you can head over to my Patreon. The link is in the drop-down box below. Thank you guys for being with me today, and I will catch you next time. For my last group, this is going to be a reading. We've had some really freaking good messages come through today. I mean, really positive, very good ones. So let's see what we've got going on here. And for your crystal and message, we have Bumblebee Jasper, pollination, willpower, and new ideas. And Bumblebee Jasper is a very This is what this is right here. It is a very beautiful crystal to work with, mineral stone, whatever. And with this one, you definitely, you know, when it comes to handling it, you want to use coated if you're going to touch it, because there's, you know, I believe sulfur in this. And like, especially if it's raw, don't handle it. You need to wash your hands. But it is a very powerful, very, just hits that solar plexus. It's such a happy, like whenever I look at it, it just empowers me. I have so many pieces. I have some really amazing pieces upstairs. I love this. I love yellow and orange together anyway, because it's just a happy combination. You know, there's been many famous artists and painters who worked with orange and yellow a lot too. Because they found it happy. It takes them to a happier time or whatever. But it is like, you know, very sunshine color. I do feel that this is a very powerful time for this group since this was selected for you, because this is a very, you know, what do you call it? Summer solstice kind of stone, because this is when the sun is at its most powerful. It is the most powerful time for attraction as well into our life, to attract new ideas. And we have Leo and we have sun energy that is involved with this. So if you are a Leo or you have a powerful Leo placements, like for instance, like say you have a Leo moon, I have a Leo moon, you know, this is going to be definitely a powerful reading for you. You know, anywhere, like if you have like a personal planet in Leo, if your sun is in Leo, maybe you're a Leo rising, pay attention to the messages in this reading, please. Also get yourself some Bumblebee Jasper, meditate with it, keep it on you, you know, like near your desk or something like this. It could help to stimulate that willpower, and, you know, create new ideas, bring new, you know, it pollinates your life basically. So what do we have here? We have the Eight of Cups. We have Justice. We have Libra energy. We have Aquarian energy. Hey, hey, hey. We have two air signs. And we have the Queen of Swords. We have an air card. You know, one of the royals of the suit. And then we have Do Not Fear the Unknown. Look at that. If any of you are having issues with moving on, now's the time to do it. You don't need to fear the future. There are very good things waiting for you. I feel like that many of you have gone through some kind of transition, or you've been going through like a really rough period, but you're coming out of that now. You cannot be afraid. Maybe something didn't work out. Maybe you just had a bad breakup. Maybe you had a divorce. Maybe, you know, you didn't get that dream job or something like this. Please understand that if something didn't work out for you, there is a reason for that. That's because there's something better for you later on. You know, you need to follow and pursue that new path that you've been thinking of. Follow your dream, because it's going to lead you to amazing, to fulfilling some karma, fulfilling your destiny, to work through that, to bring you success. Now, and even maybe even for somebody here, a little bit of fame, because we have the Star card here, okay? It is very imperative at this time that you remain hopeful and you keep a positive attitude of gratitude at this particular time, because it's what's going to see you through to success. You cannot fear what's coming. You don't even want to worry about it. Just focus on the here and the now and strengthening your willpower, utilizing those new ideas that you have, putting them to work, pursuing them, putting blinders on. Don't listen to any negativity right now. And I know you're going to have days where it's a little bit rough and it's hard, but you need to suck it up. And when you catch yourself, you know, feeling negative, immediately turn it around and think of something positive or something that makes you happy, or say something positive instead, because with every negative thought and every negative, you know, word, every negative word that comes out of your mouth, it's just holding you back and keeping you from your path. Now, I'm not talking about being toxic positivity, okay? Fuck that. That's disgusting. I'm saying that you're human. Things are going to get rough at times, but in order to keep going, it's okay if you feel like crappy one day, but turn it around. Okay? Don't let the crappy feelings envelop you. Don't let that shadow side envelop you, okay? Recognize it, own it, and make it your bitch. And then take that power away from it and transmute it into willpower, into new ideas. Use it. If somebody pisses you off, use it. Don't blow up at them. Don't give them your energy away. Suck in that energy and transmute it within your core and transmute it and use it. You know, haters make you famous, honey. Okay, straight up. Every person who's a dick, there'll be 10 people who love you. Okay, so just know that. Keep this in mind as you're moving forward. If any of you are trying to go for like an audition or something like this, keep a stiff upper lip and keep going, okay? And please, for fuck's sake, listen to constructive criticism. Constructive criticism. Not just criticism because someone's jealous little cunt, okay? Listen to constructive criticism that is really like you can tell somebody is meant to help you. And they are literally explaining why you should tweak something because it would be this, and then they ask you questions about why you selected or why you chose a certain thing or whatever. If somebody's just a mean asshole and they go, oh, I don't like that, it's just ugly. And they don't give you a why, okay? And then they're like approaching you like in a negative, that's not constructive criticism. That's just an asshole. Okay, don't even give your energy to people like this. You guys need to pursue that dream because I see you're going to come out on top if you do. But you can't fear the unknown. You cannot fear failure and you cannot believe that, oh, woe is me. Okay, I hate that victimhood shit. Like, oh, well, you know, oh, my life is just so bad. Oh, wah, wah, wah. It's like I get so tired of hearing that come out of people's mouths. It's like, you just want people to feel sorry for you, right? Instead, be like, you know what? I had it rough and that was just a shitty thing that happened to me. How can I turn this around to make it better? Say stuff like this. Don't sit there and go, wah, and then like expect people to like coddle you and like, oh, everyone has to feel sorry for me. You know, that shit. That stuff is tired. Successful people don't do that shit, okay? They just don't. They got no time for that shit. This is about willpower and empowering yourself and not being a victim. Okay, definitely for this group, because you can pursue greatness if you don't have that attitude. Okay, we got no time for that shit. Sting like a bee. Bumblebee jasper enhances creativity and helps to pollinate ideas, bringing them to life. This stone gives off a fighting spirit, having been formed in a volcano and containing a strong earthy energy that connects with the willpower of the solar plexus. Bumblebee jasper also assists in alleviating allergies, soothing irritations, and nurturing one's overall health. Bumblebee jasper encourages you to create a buzz, to let yourself be seen and heard for who you are and whatever new projects you're working on. Take pleasure in your gifts. Leo and Sun energy, like I said. You know, and by the way, and I'm just going to say this to the Leos out there, depending on what you got in your placements, I have come across, and I'm just going to be honest, several Leo people who play that victimhood shit. And it's like, please don't do that. Because again, if you want to be successful, nobody likes that. All right. This is about, you just don't give up if it doesn't work out the first time for you, and don't pout and don't blame and don't point fingers and don't get angry and don't act like a spoiled brat. You need to turn it around and be like, okay, so how can I do it next time differently? Or what can I do to empower myself today? What are my good qualities? Focus on that, please. Okay, like literally, don't be the victim. Oh, nobody likes that shit. It's just tacky. This is about willpower and strength, and I feel like this group has definitely got it in spades if they choose to utilize it. Again, this is very karmic in nature. You are at a turning point where you can take it one way or the other. Do you really want to be successful? How bad do you want it? Because if you want it bad, you have to be able to work with other people, and you can't throw fits and temper tantrums. You have to move away from any negative emotion or negative self-talk that is filling your head. You have got to move away, and also emotionally, like people who make you feel trashy. Okay. And like I said, Leo, we have Libra, and we have Aquarius energy heavy here. So if you are one of those, your sun or your rising or your moon, this definitely applies to you. So pay attention. The more positive attitude you have, the more successful you will become. Now, the Queen of Swords is one of those kind of people. Like this why this is indicated here. Your actions and your attitude are literally creating the life that you have right now. So when the Queen of Swords is acting like a bitch, she is mean, she is cold, she is an ice queen, she is nasty, her words are cutting, she is rude, and no one likes her, okay? But when she is working in her positive light, she is witty, she is charming, she has been through hell and back, but has not broken her. She is strong, she is powerful, she is wise. This is what you want to become here. If you want to be successful, you got to be able to work and, work with others. You cannot go to extremes because that is Libra's energy. Libra is all about harmony. It's about balance. It's the masculine and the feminine balance. Libra wants a partner. They want somebody who is their equal. Okay. You need to be fair and use your power in this way, to be inclusive, to be wise in making decisions. With the Star card, it's like straight up, like I'm going to be honest with you. And I know a little bit about this because I have a family member who is an actor and works in Hollywood. And I've known many people because, growing up in that area. When you have a positive attitude and you listen and you work with other people, especially if you're trying to go into a field like that, the more drama-y and more drama queen and more, diva, snotty brat that you act, the less work you're going to get. The most famous, successful people who everyone adores and they get all the work is because they're easy to work with. And they are talented, okay? And they listen, and they're good communicators, and they're prompt. They show up on time. They give a shit about their coworkers and the people that they're working with. They want to get it right the first time. They don't sit there and freaking think people, are their little, writer monkeys or, their little servants. They don't act all bougie and shit and like looking down their nose at people. They're grounded. They're, friendly, they're balanced, they know how to work. So if any of you are considering, and the reason why this is coming out, if you're considering going into a field like that, you better learn how to work with people and work with people well. And if you already do, keep doing what you're doing. And again, don't fear the unknown. Give it a stab. Go for it. Try it. If you've been thinking about pursuing this, what do you got to lose? Just do it and see where it takes you. You never know. Okay. This is why I don't think enough people look at life this way. They just want to whine and bitch and act like spoiled brats a lot of the time. They don't want to see the adventure behind every corner and every freaking turn in our life. Every single new day is a new opportunity to have a new adventure. When you start approaching life in this way, things will change. If you have that victimhood and, this sucks and my life is horrible and it's shit and blah, blah, blah. When you wake up in the morning and you have that attitude, good luck, honey. You're not going to get anywhere. But if you look at each opportunity, every single freaking thing that comes your way as, being excited about it, like, where's this going to lead me today? What's going to happen today? This is a new adventure. Every freaking chance you can, think and in this way. Life becomes way more exciting, okay? When you approach it from a very positive point of view, it becomes more positive. I have no tolerance for whiners anymore. Nope, done. I raised kids, I've dealt with the public, I've done all that shit. And it's like, I'm just done, okay? I don't have time for that shit. I want to, if you're going to be serious, then stop crying, stop complaining, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, keep going. I want to see what you bring to the table and I want to see you shine and I want to see you kick ass. I want to see those positive traits. I want to see you fucking smile. I want to see good things happen here. Okay. I don't want to see a bunch of freaking feel sorry for me. I'm going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and expect different results. You know, it's like, if it's not working for you, change it. Move on. Leave behind what is not emotionally serving you anymore. Okay. Do not fear the unknown either. Okay. So let's take a look at this. All right. The ugly is not always bad and evil, and the beautiful not always good and just. That is so fucking true. Failure is not predetermined, nor is it a given that others laugh at you if you choose to follow your dreams. Are you fucking kidding me? And that is literally what this card is. It's following your dreams. It is your fear of the unknown that makes you question and judge. Do not let another's experience be the truth that guides you. Yes, because this is your life, your path. You know, think about that. Okay? Do not allow fear of an unknown outcome to hold you prisoner. Your own experience could be both different and rewarding. Live. Yeah, exactly. Like I've come across plenty of people who've had, you know, their parents had really bad relationships. So they like project that onto their kids and, you know, like, oh, you're going to fail. And, you know, if you get involved with someone, they're going to cheat on you, or they're going to do this, or they're going to do that. And, oh, your marriage isn't going to last, and blah, blah, blah. If you believe that, sure, that's what you're going to get. But just because they fuck up doesn't mean you will. Just keep that in mind, okay? Literally, when I was first married, I was told, oh, you know, I asked the reason why a specific person didn't do a specific thing, you know, like as I was first married or whatever. And they said, oh, because I didn't think it was going to last. Well, joke's on you, honey. It's been 29 years. So, you know, fuck you. You know, just because you have a bad experience doesn't mean my experience is going to be bad. Okay. Same came from my husband's side. Oh, you don't want to ever get married. Don't get married until you're 35 or blah, blah, blah. You know, rah, 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 rah. Not everybody is meant to get married when they're fucking ancient. And not everyone is going to get married, period. Okay. Everybody has their own path in life. Everyone has a new adventure, their own destiny, their own, you know, their own star guiding them. Okay. And remember that just because somebody sucks at something or fails at it doesn't mean that you will. It's not you cannot let that or what other people say keep you from following your greatness. Okay. That's what the star card is. It's the shining beacon of light guiding you, showing you what you are capable of. You have got to have that willpower. You have got to believe in yourself, and you have got to just do the fucking damn thing. You cannot let something that hasn't even occurred, because by always worrying about the future constantly, you're not living in the now to get shit done. You are projecting your energy somewhere where nothing has even happened yet, or so they say. You're projecting it in the wrong direction. You need to be projecting it in the here and now and amplifying it to get shit done. Okay. But I see the path that you've been on so far has been meant to happen. You know, it's very karmic in nature. Every person, every relationship we have in our lives is karmic, whether it's with our siblings, our parents, friends, teachers, doesn't matter. Every relationship brings karma with it. And it's if we choose to listen to the lessons and take heed to the messages as to whether or not that's painful or not. You know what I mean? So in this case, you are meant for greatness, but you are holding yourself back by fearing the unknown. So please don't do that anymore. Use that bumblebee jasper, maybe even wearing like bright sunny colors or jewelry that is this. I feel like for some of you, yellow would be stunning on you. You would look beautiful in it, like a fucking queen, like a goddess. So, you know, maybe look into that. Maybe for some of you, it's orange. Could be a power color. You know, I mean, I know some people don't like those colors. They don't like that color. It's like, well, some people look damn fine in it. You know what I mean? It looks beautiful. Everybody has different, you know, they're different power colors or whatever. But the point is, brighten your freaking attitude, brighten your life, and look to your North Star. Look to that freaking star to guide for guidance. And I do feel like you have guides around you that you can consult. Like, especially if you get into deep meditation, where they will give you some answers to any questions that, you know, you have. All right, guys. So that's it. That's all I have for this reading. If you'd like to check out more from me, please head over to my Patreon. The link to that is in the drop-down box below. I have all kinds of bonus content over there. Plus, you can get a personal reading every month from me there. So that's it. That's all I have. Until next time, guys. See you then. Bye-bye.